Oh, how's it going, people of the interwebs? Welcome to ScrewTube. Remember the other day when I did a video? I was coming home. I was like, yeah, I get 2 days off, and then I work 2 days, and then I get 4 days off. Well, today's day 204. I'm gonna make a beer run, despite what I'm looking at outside, which I don't know if you guys can see that back there, but you remember when I was driving home? There wasn't much snow on the ground. Or was there? I can't remember now. Well, for frig's sakes, it's a blizzard out here right now. Yeah, all that snow is back. Son of a Baznich. It won't last though. It's supposed to get pretty warm throughout the week. So, I'm gonna clean off Truckosaurus here. And then we'll head over to the beer store. Definitely gonna need the wipers on for this trek. Oh man, winter's back, people. Yup. But you know, I can't really say this is weird weather for this time of year, because no, it's not. We always get one last snow blast in April. It's the way she goes. It's welcome to Northern Ontario. But I can tell you one thing for certain: if there was school tomorrow, it would not be in session. They would have a snow day. What's this bus trying to do? Oh, trying to get around that stupid car. Freaking dickhead blocked him in. Like, heaven forbid you be courteous to the bus and back up and give him some room to turn in. Arsehole. But it is what it is. So yeah, the other day in the news, hey, that was quite the friggin' thing. Friggin' YouTube headquarters in San Bruno, I think it is. Somebody rolls up in there with a gat and starts shooting the place up. I honestly wasn't expecting the I was expecting this year to be more for the liberals to use the tote for gun control and shit. But first off, California, #1 state for heavy gun control in the Americas. And number 2, the person who did the shooting at YouTube was in fact a liberal, vegan, female, Persian. Yeah. Didn't see that one coming. And I'm pretty sure that's the reason why you don't hear it. That day it was in the news. After that, I haven't heard peep about it. But you still hear about the school shootings. Oh, let me tell you. I think if that attack on YouTube would have been a male with an AR-15, white or Caucasian, whatever you want to call it, yeah, that would have probably been in the news like crazy. Oh, and it didn't happen in California. Like, everything that happened here goes against the liberal agenda of gun control. And what is it with this new generation of people wanting the government to control every aspect of their lives? Don't you realize how much of a bad idea that is? Like, the government puts a sugar tax out. Have you guys heard about this? Have you guys seen this yet? There's an actual sugar tax out. So soda pop is more expensive, and candy bars are more expensive, junk food's more expensive. There's a tax on it. And this tax is the same tax that they put on cigarettes and other harmful alcohol tax, basically to try and deter you from purchasing said products in order to protect you and keep you healthy. Who the hell is the government to care about my health? I thought this was like free speech, freedom of choice. Like, if I want to drink and give myself a cirrhosis of the liver and die, that's my call. If I want to smoke cigarettes and get cancer, that's my call to make. Who the hell is the government? I already pay them. I'm paying them. They shouldn't be the ones telling me how to live my life by taxing shit, you know? If I want to drink soda and get diabetes, that's my call to make. But then you got all these numpties, all these friggin' idiots out there who are like, the government needs to step in and do something about this. No! No, they don't! The government doesn't. Maybe there's something else to blame here, but the government's stepping in, and anything the government touches, they wreck. And I'm talking from experience here. You do not want the government messing in your lives, people. Because in the end, you're going to have no freedoms. You start relinquishing your freedoms to the government, and it's game over. They're going to censor every aspect of your life. It's going to be like that movie, Stepford Wives. It's going to be just like that, man. Everybody's going to be a bunch of autonomous robots that will only do whatever the government says in fear of going to prison. Like, come on. This is getting out of hand, people. Like, you got to see this. You have to understand this. Like, don't give up your rights. You know, soldiers fought for us to have them, and now you're just handing them over to the government? What's the matter with you? Like, oh, we need gun control. Government, step up. Oh, people are fat. Government should do something about this. All they do is go, people really like pop, eh? People like sugar. Yeah, let's make some money off their greed and their lust. Or not their lust, but their, what's the term I'm looking for? I can't remember now. It's one of the 7 deadly sins anyway. But it's like, don't get the government involved in things, because all they do is mess it up, and then they make life for the rest of us a living hell. You know, the people who can actually control the amount of whatever they do or such. Like, is it my fault that certain people can't go and buy a case of beer and drink half of it one night and half another night? No. Do I like to slam a case of beer in a night? You're damn skippy. But do I do it all the time? No. So if I can control myself and pace myself, then why should the government have to step in? Holy shit, what's going on here? It's like, is my locker on? Now it is. Now it isn't. Wow, that was weird. It was like the front end was locked or something. It was lurching. Oh, anyway. I'm going to get a case of beer, pay my government taxes, and I'll be back. All right, people. Let's get the frig out of here. Got me some more Miller High Life. Best beer around. I love it. It's good beer. Yeah. Yeah, she's doing that lurching thing. I wonder if it's slipping. Only does it in 4x4. Weird. Wonder if the locker's stuck. Oh yeah, Bart! Just friggin' does a burnout coming out of the lot. You see that? It only seems to do that lurching thing when I'm turning the wheel. So it's like the the hub gets locked or something. But you got to pull the knob out to lock the hubs. That's weird. I don't know. But yeah, no, going back on what I was talking about, like, you know, it's bad that there was a shooting at YouTube. Because honestly, I expect that there to be the straw that broke the camel's back, and YouTube reconsidering their AdSense policy one more time and taking it away from everybody. At which point, you're going to see a lot less content from content creators on there, because a lot of them use the YouTube money to fund their projects, as well as third parties and so on and so forth. But if there's no benefit to going on there, as in the AdSense money and all that, I could see a lot of people packing up and either A, quitting or finding another platform or starting their own. And by that I mean register a domain, get some server space, and upload your videos to your own server. I even thought about doing that, running a service that could play videos off my home network. I got some pretty good compression algorithms for videos, and you know, I got my own domain name that points back to the house for running game servers and or TeamSpeak and all that. So I was debating on creating my own domain or my own server and just getting a boatload of storage space, compressing the crap out of the videos and making my own little YouTube, and then advertising it with a different advertising company to try and basically generate some revenue to basically support my my hobby. And really the only revenue I would need is money for the internet and storage capacity, right? Like I'd be running, so I'd have to run some sort of a storage farm. So, you know, the server currently has 10 terabytes of storage on it, which would run out pretty damn quick, seeing how the videos at 1080p are still 400 megabytes. But after the compression algorithm, they'd be down to 200 megabytes. And then every time people are watching the videos, that comes off my bandwidth. So I'd probably need to look into something a little bit more heavier. Or I could just say, you know what, I haven't been that crazy about making videos lately. Like I haven't been that active. Just pack it in, you know? Like 9 years. It's been a hell of a road. But I'm going to wait and see how YouTube's going to play it. If they're going to keep going with it, or if they're going to... Because I know they basically want to get away from us. And by us, I mean the YouTube creator like myself, who is basically just a guy with a camcorder who doesn't understand the rules of broadcasting. Kind of like a wild gunman, if you will. I'm just picking up a camera and talking to it and giving her. But there has been talks in the past of them wanting to drop the monetization program. Obviously not publicized, but I got a couple friends that work for Google that explained to me that their biggest goal would be to get rid of it. Their biggest mistake was giving everybody monetization, knowing what was going to happen. Because a lot of people think, oh, well, if I ever got monetization, I would just make like 1,000 shitty videos a day, and I could quit my job and just do YouTube. Just make a whole bunch of videos all day, and even if they get 1 view each, that's 1,000 views a day. That's got to be bank. And it's not really how it works, but a lot of people don't realize that producing these videos, even shitty ones like this, it does take time out of your life, because you got to come up with an idea to talk about, edit it, upload it, title it, thumbnail it. A lot of people think, just don't even upload it, just grab the raw footage, slam it into YouTube, one take wonder, and call it a day. No, those videos usually don't do that good. Those one take wonders that aren't edited or titled or thumbnailed, because people usually don't click on them because they just don't look interesting. But they did say they wanted to get away from us because we can't follow the rules. Some of us try, a lot of us don't. And because of that, that's why they've been reaching out to corporations like NBC and Fox and all them to basically get pros on board, get celebrities on board. And they've been reaching out to celebrities like The Rock, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, so on and so forth, to basically produce content on YouTube, but they're paying them to do it. Like, they're actually giving them money, not AdSense money, like physical cash, to produce the content, kind of like how Netflix does it. And ultimately that's what YouTube wants to become, is a Netflix but with live programming. So that could very well happen. Anyway, I'm almost home. Let's go see how my steak's doing. So I was watching this movie the other day, and Buddy orders on this movie a chicken fried steak, and I'm like, what the heck is that? Well, the food shows up at the table, and literally it looked like a shake and bake steak. So that got me thinking. I did this last night. I did it again tonight. I took a steak. Where the heck is it? Took some of this stuff. Shake and bake for pork. Couldn't find the chicken kind. And I air fried it. Oh yes, people. Chicken fried steaks or not. I honestly don't know what a chicken fried steak's actually supposed to be. I looked it up online. There's not really much descriptions about it, but it looked like that. I did that last night. My God, was it fantastic. Anyway, people, I'm waiting for my dinner to cook, and then I'm going to eat. Then we're gonna play some PUBG. That's right. Then we're gonna play some PUBG because there's a new event called Shotguns Only. That's right. The only gun you get is a shotgun. There's ammos and add-ons for every other gun out there. The only one you can get is a shotgun. Fun times. So I'm gonna call her quits here. I just wanted to get that off my chest, guys. Quit looking to the government to take over your lives. Why don't you do it instead? But thanks for watching. Like, favorite, comment, and until next time, keep on vlogging.